And good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. Let's see if the software works. Give me a second, everybody. And there we go, right? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How is everybody? So, welcome back, everybody. This is FXPassion. This is Forex Trading Course 101. And remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way. The MST, M stands for the market. We need to learn about the market. T stands for the trader and S stands for the strategy, right? So trading is a learnable skill. We can make money. We can live from the markets once we learn the three components. And talking about the trader, what do champion traders say? Champion traders say, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. Okay, and of course this is a quote from Mark Douglas. And I have my own quote here on the left. When the market scares you, right? Oh my God, the market is going against me. Oh my God, you know. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. Okay, everybody? So we have here the modules. Remember also 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me if you want on TradingView too. Okay, now that being said, homework. Okay, everybody, homework. Please send an email to if you would be so kind, send an email to support@dukascopy.com and write that, dear support or dear Dukascopy, would you be so kind and put notifications on the JForex platform back again. Okay, some of you were sending me emails. Oh, I did not get the notification for the webinar. Oh, I did not get the notification for the webinar. Well, please send an email, okay, to support@dukascopy.com and tell them, dear support or dear Dukascopy, would you be so kind and put back again the notifications on the JForex platform. Okay, so trading Japanese candlesticks, entries and equity management. Everybody, tell me a currency pair that you would like to check. Okay, is anybody in any trades? Doesn't matter long term, short term. Okay, doesn't matter 1 minute chart, daily chart. Okay, is anybody here any currency pair that you want to check? Maybe it's not clear, right? And don't be shy, everybody, there is no right or wrong. And remember, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Tari, what currency pair do you want? Are you in a trade? Any trades, everybody? What currency pairs are you checking or looking at? What are your currency pairs of interest? Okay, so in the meantime, let's go to AUD USD, right? AUD USD monthly chart first. Okay, in the meantime, AUD USD monthly chart first. So let's compress the chart. And remember, everybody, first comes, first is served. If somebody is going to say, oh, I want to check Canada CHF, and next somebody is going to say, oh, I want to check GBP JPY, first comes, first is served. And everybody, I need to exit full screen settings. I need to change the GMT, right? Setting for the to have a greater visual of the monthly bands, right? Okay, so see, everybody, this is not the lower band. This is not the lower band. The lower band is down here. Okay, So let's start with AUD USD, and we're going to talk about Japanese trading, Japanese candlestick entries, and equity management. So what is the concept today? The concept is that different patterns have, or better say, different patterns that we trade as traders, different patterns that we trade as different patterns offer different equity management. Okay, different patterns that we trade offer different equity management. And of course we are going to talk about Japanese candlesticks as one of the patterns. Okay, so this is AUD USD monthly chart. We have the monthly bands. We've learned this, right? What is the long-term bias? Well, the long-term bias is down. What else can we do? Well, we learned about the market wave. So extension, retracement, extension from the monthly chart, right? Do we have any uptrends? No. So extension, retracement, extension. So this is the market wave. Let's make it transparent so we can see the candlesticks, right? So this is the market wave. What else can we draw on the AUD USD monthly chart? We can draw the short-term trend too, right? So market wave, then we are going to connect the highs and the lows. We want to see the short-term trend. This is a low but no high, so low, high, low, high, low, high. We're going to change colors. It's going to be what? Violet, a little bit lower, thinner. Okay, what else can we do? Before we enter the market, well, we can draw a trend line, right? So the market is in here. We can draw a downtrend line too, right? Downtrend line. Okay, and we are here right now, right? Tell me, everybody, AUD USD monthly chart, long or short? Remember the concept, the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. So before entering into a conversation, oh, what is a short-term trade, what is a long-term trade, what would you say? Don't be shy, everybody, there is no right or wrong. And yes, we can, what else can we do? Well, we can draw a little bit aggressive trend line, right? Okay, AUD USD monthly chart, long or short, everybody? What do you think? And don't be shy, there is no right or wrong, we are here to learn. Okay, don't be scared. Teacher Tari, long or short? Oh my god, me again? We are here to learn. Be proactive, everybody, don't be shy. As a trader, you want to make money, right? So, long or short on AUD USD monthly chart? We didn't check the news, true. Okay. But non-farm payroll is what, in 2 weeks, next week? We need to check. Okay. So this is the long-term view. Okay, with the wave, with the short-term trend, right, from the monthly chart, and those are the trend lines. Okay, now the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. Okay, now let's talk about going long or short. Everybody, can we trade, can we enter based on this candle in here? Can we enter based on the recent candle? Remember, it's a tricky question. This is a monthly chart, right? Can we enter based on this candle? It's a monthly chart. Pay attention, okay? Because the market, when we're looking at different time frames, the market gets tricky. Okay, our brain is seeing a chart, but the market works in different ways. So can we go long or short based on this monthly candle, yes or no? And let me see, everybody. And of course, no sir, exactly, no sir. Why not? Because this monthly candle, right, is still forming. Okay, so moving forward, trying to build your knowledge base. Okay, Forex Course 101, this is for the beginner trader. We cannot enter the market on the 15-minute chart, on the 1-hour chart, on the 2-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, on the daily chart. We cannot enter the market based on this candle. Why not? Logic. This candle, it's a monthly candle, it's still forming. Okay? It's 25 of August, so we have 5-6 days to go. So it would be a mistake. Don't believe me, ask any professional trader. It would be a mistake basing the decision, taking the decision based on this candle. Make sense, everybody? Or is too complicated to understand? So we cannot enter the market on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, whatever chart based on this. See, it's still moving. Okay? We learned in the previous lessons, yes, we were away for 6 months, 7 months, right? We're trying to refresh what we should have learned so far. So we need to wait for the body of the candle to close. Okay, so this is not an option. What about this one, right? Can we trade today based on this candle? Or can we trade today long or short, whatever? There is no right or wrong. Different strategies have different entries, different views. Can we trade today based on this candlestick formation? Now this is a bearish candle, this is a bearish candlestick formation, right? Yes, we can, exactly. So today, right? Long or short based on what the monthly is showing us. And I have a question on the other streaming platform, not YouTube. You're not going to see on YouTube. Somebody's asking, Passion, can I go long even though we are seeing the bearish candles? And the answer is yes, we can. But we need to, great question, but we need to check the smaller time frames. Okay, so this is the monthly chart. And in the meantime, everybody, if you want to check some other currency pairs, please type in the chat. Remember, I have a 20 seconds delay, and first comes first is served, right? So this is the monthly chart. Let's go on the, so here, and we're going to clone the chart, and let's go on the daily chart. So I'm going to delete this one, right? I'm going to delete this one. And from the daily chart, remember, what is the lesson today? Different patterns, candlestick formation 2, different patterns that we trade offer different equity management. Okay? It's not all the same. Oh, I'm going to go long on the trend lines or the Fibonacci or the crown or the head and shoulders. It's all the same. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, so what can we do? Talking about the short-term trend, right? And talking about the market wave. So this is the daily chart. right? How is the market wave positioned? So extension, retracement, extend. Where are we? We are here, right? Let's take from here. Is this still extension, retracement? It's a lower, right? So market wave, extension, lower low, right? Retracement, extension. Which one is? Let me see which one it's higher. Higher high, higher high. This one, okay, very good. So extension, retracement, extension, market wave, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, and then the market wave went down, right? So extension, retracement, extension, talking about the trends, short-term trends. So the market wave, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, and then it changed one more time, right? Broke the relevant high. So extension, retracement, extension. So this is the market wave. For the time being, let's make it bigger, let's make it bolder. This is the market wave, Aud USD daily chart. Now what about the short-term trend? Short-term trend, right? Short-term trend, so high to low, low to high, maybe not every single one, but high to low, low to high, short-term trend, right? Short-term trend. There we go. Let's change the color. Let's make it what? Orange and thinner. And we are here right now. Right? So, and if we put the monthly chart here and the daily on the right side, as beginner traders, we're trying to understand that we are looking at the exactly the same thing from a different time frame, from a different perspective. Okay, so one more time. Now, tricky question, right? From the daily chart, right? From the daily chart, long or short? What would you say? And remember, there is no right or wrong, everybody. You can type in the chat long on the daily, short on the monthly. You can type in the chat long on the monthly, long on the daily. You can type in the chat short on the monthly, short on the daily. And of course you can type in the chat I have no idea, because I'm a beginner trader and I'm still trying to understand how this market works. Fair answer, right? You know, I have no idea, I have no clue, you know. And don't be shy, everybody, there is no right or wrong. So, as beginner traders, should we go long on AUD USD daily chart, or should we go short AUD USD on the daily chart? And the next question is, of course, what pattern are you trading? Would you trade the market wave? It doesn't matter long or short, right? Would you trade the short-term trend? Would you trade the monthly bands? Would you trade the trend lines as a pattern, right? Oh, Passion, why do we need patterns? Patterns gives direction to our trade. Okay? You are going to hear your friends and family telling you, oh, I'm shorting AUD USD. So be smart and ask them, okay, cool, great, there is no right or wrong. Why? Why are you short on AUD USD? And somebody is going to tell you, well, I'm long on AUD USD. Great, you're going to ask them still again, right? Cool, very good. Why are you long, right? What pattern are you trading? So, long or short, AUD USD daily chart, and what pattern, right? And remember the concept, everybody, the higher time frame controls market direction, price movement on these smaller time frames. Okay, so this is the daily chart. Everybody, can we short the market? Can we short the short-term trend? Everybody, yes or no? Type in the chat. There is no right or wrong, right? But what do you think? Can we short this downtrend? And the next question is, okay, if we're going to do a trading exercise talking about equity management and entries. Okay, if we would use candlestick formations and trend lines, just an example, how, what would be the result? Yes, sir. Yes, exactly. Yes, we can, right? Yes, we can. So we're going to hide the future. Okay, so back in time the market was like this. The market was like this back in time. We don't see the future, right? We don't know what is going to happen, but back in time the market was like this. Let's delete this one. So what we were seeing, and this is the market wave. What we were seeing the market talking about the short-term trend, right? The market was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay? Now very slowly, this is for the beginner trader. Do we agree, everybody, that this side of the story, look at the orange line, that this side of the story, it's a little bit different than this side of the story? Yes? Yes or no? You can say no too, everybody, right? You don't need to agree with me on everything. We are here to learn, right? Let's have a conversation. Do we agree, everybody, that the left side of the story, the pink quadrant, it's a little bit referring to the orange lines? It's a little bit different than the right side of the story. Do we agree on this? You can say yes, you can say no. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with you. This is the same, not a problem, right? We are here to learn. Is the left side the same? Is the pink quadrant the same as the right quadrant? What do you say? There is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. Don't be shy, everybody. So here is the question. Is on the right, so what is happening on the left side, right? Orange line. Orange line. The market was making higher highs, higher lows, right? And in between it retraced a little bit, but still, nonetheless, it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Agreed? But then what happened? So the green quadrant, is the market still making higher highs, higher lows in the green quadrant, or in the green quadrant is the market making lower lows, lower highs? What would you say? So is this the same? Because if you say, well, this is the same, well, then if this is the same, in our perception, we're all the same. So if we would think that this is the same, then we would go long in here, right? It doesn't matter, oh, I'm a scalper, or I'm a day trader, or I'm a swing trader. If this is all the same for me, for my brain, then as a scalper, as a swing trader, as a day trader, I'm going to go long in here. Agreed? Yes, sir. Okay, great. But if my brain is perceiving this being something different, then what I'm going to do here, like a day trader, swing trader, scalper, whatever might be the case. Don't bother, everybody. Some of you are writing, oh, but we are on the daily chart. We are on the daily chart because it's easy for us to teach you. Okay, but you are learning the concept. Okay, what we are seeing from the daily chart happens on the 5-minute chart too, on every currency pair. Okay, focus. Don't bother with things that are not relevant. Okay, oh, you are harsh. No, I'm not harsh. I'm trying to teach you, everybody. Okay, focus on the important, relevant things. Okay, so if this quadrant, the green quadrant, is something different, so the market, it's not making higher highs, higher lows anymore, but it's making lower lows, lower highs, then here we are going to go short, we are going to sell the market. Agreed? Okay, and also in our perception we have a trend line break, right? Now we're going to do a trading exercise, everybody, talking about equity management. So we are here, okay, now we are going to trade, right? Okay, now do we have a counter trend line break here, yes or no? Whoops. This candle in here, is this a counter trend line break? This candle in here? Hello MHB, how are you? Is this a counter trend line break, everybody? So talking about patterns and equity management, we are going to ask a few questions. Question number 1, would you short the market? MHB says yes. Would you short the market in here? Okay. Now, number 2, is this a candlestick formation? Yes or no? And talking about patterns, where would you put your stop loss? Okay. So number 1, we can put the stop loss above the candles. 20-25 pips above the candle, this is one. We can put our stop loss above the most relevant high of the downtrend, which is this one in here, or we can choose different patterns that we're going to put our stop loss above the downtrend line. Okay, we're going to take out the trend line, the uptrend line. MHB says yes, I will short. Very good. Now talking about, so this is an entry, right? Now talking about equity management, so this would be one stop loss, clone. This would be one stop loss. Now this would be a different stop loss level. Foreground color, background color, let's change it. And so same entry, this would be a different stop loss level, right? And let's change background color, something like this. Okay. MHB says most relevant lower high. Very good, excellent. Now equity management, so I will try everybody not to get too complex. Okay, now things to dear customer, things, edit labor, things to consider. if I have enough capital, then all the different stop loss levels can equal example 1%. Okay, this is number one. I hope it doesn't get too complex. Okay, MHB saying the third is the best. Okay, so things to consider as a beginner trader: if I have enough as a beginner trader, if I have enough capital in my account, then all the different stop loss levels can represent example 1%. Okay, it's math, so I can risk 50 pips with 1%. If I have enough capital, I can spread, I can risk 100 pips with the same 1% if I have enough capital, or I can risk, just an example, I can risk 1,000 pips risking the same 1% if I have enough capital. How this is done? It's a calculation. You are going to enter different volume, different lots, 0.01, 0.02, 0.05, 0.5 or 1, different lots, different volume when we enter the trade. So things to consider: if I have enough capital, then all the different stop loss levels can equal the example, 1%, half percent, whatever. Okay, now, but what happens if I don't have, right? Let's say that I don't have enough capital in my account to put the stop loss up in here. So if I don't have enough capital, if just graphically, okay, we are not going to waste time doing the calculation, but just graphically, right? Just graphically, if this is 1%, just graphically, if this small quadrant it's 1%, then more or less, right? Then the bigger, okay, the wider stop loss level. No, nobody's talking about the bigger risk. Don't confuse the two. Okay, don't confuse the two, but just graphically, if I don't have enough capital in my account, right, so then I cannot perform this kind of operation. And if I don't have enough capital in my account, as MHB is saying, I cannot put my stop loss up there. Lack of capital, it's a factor, everybody. Okay, lack of capital, it's a factor in trader success. This is why we are offering you funding if you want, Okay, so just graphically, if I don't have enough money, I cannot put the stop loss up in here. MHB saying the third is the best, so I need to put my stop loss and my risk up in here, risking 1%. Makes sense? So this is one factor talking about entries and equity management. Different risk. If I have enough money, I can put my stop loss up in here. If I cannot, I'm going to put my stop loss above the, in this example, above the candlestick formations. Okay? But this is, oh my god, this is me. It's not all bad news, everybody. Why not? Because risk-reward ratio, if I'm going to risk 1, I want to make minimum 2, right? So we don't know the future, we don't have the crystal ball. If you're going to have a wider stop, Pay attention, we are not saying wider risk, don't confuse the two. The stop loss level is 1, the risk is something different. Risk per trade, it's something different. Okay? If you don't understand this, ask for help. Those are the critical lessons, everybody, for you to understand how this market works and how professional traders make money. Okay, so we have 3 different patterns that we are shorting the market. Pattern number 1, one more time, where is clone? Pattern number 1 being the candlestick formation, okay, with the stop loss above the candlestick formation. Passion, can you repeat please? Yes sir. One more time everybody, okay? You are going to get sick and tired of me telling you watch this lesson over and over and over again. So, Passion, can you repeat please? Yes sir. We are here trying to short the market. Okay? We have the black counter trend line break. And this is the closed body candle. So we have a signal to go short based on the short-term trend, right? Okay, so we have an entry, a potential entry. We don't see the future, we don't know what is going to happen, but we have a signal to enter. Okay, now as beginner traders, when we have a signal to enter, we have an opportunity, then we need to start think about our risk. How much money, you know, are we going to risk on the pattern that we are trading? Okay, and in this example, I can short the candlestick formation, I'm going to put my stop loss above the candlestick formation. This is one pattern. I can choose, okay, I'm going to short the market in here. It's the same entry, but what I'm shorting, I'm not shorting the candlestick formation as a pattern. I'm shorting the downtrend line as a pattern. Why the downtrend line? Because I have enough data to draw. See, the market's making lower lows, lower highs. We can draw the downtrend line. So, as a beginner trader, this is beginner stuff. As a beginner trader, I can choose. I have a signal to go short. Where am I going to put the stop loss? The stop loss goes on the pattern that I'm trading. Okay? What is the skill you must acquire? Don't confuse entries, which is timing, with the pattern. Pattern gives you direction. The entry is the timing. Okay? So, we have 3 tradable patterns in this example. Pattern number 1, candlestick formation. Pattern number 2, the downtrend line. Pattern number 3, the orange downtrend. Okay, we have 3 different patterns, so we can have 3 different stop loss levels. Not 3 different risks, 3 different stop loss levels. Okay, we're going to, you have 3 traders, they're going to short the market in exact same way. They are going to short the market in the exact same level, but they are going to have 3 different stop loss levels. Why? They are shorting 3 different patterns. Oh, Passion, this is too complex. Watch the webinars a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay? Still confusing? Ask for help. Okay, ask for private classes, whatever, do something. Don't quit, right? Okay, it's not that difficult in the end, it's just practice, 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 right? But this year is my fault. Why is your fault? Because I was away for 7 months, right? So a lot of us, we forget what we've learned so far. So going back to the lesson, Okay, we have three different patterns with three different options of stop loss levels. So this is number one. Number two, I need to consider a few things. If I have enough capital, then all the different stop loss levels can represent 1%, right? If I have just an example, if I have a $10,000 account, then I can put my stop loss here, and it's going to be 1% of my account. I can put my stop loss up in here, and it's going to be the same 1%, just a lower volume on the trade. And I can put also my stop loss up in here, and it's going to be the same 1%, just the volume, the lots are going to be lower. Okay? Now, but what if I don't have enough money? Then the story changes, right? Because some beginner trader is going to think, well, I don't have enough money to risk 1% on the orange downtrend, but I'm still going to put my stop loss above in here. And I'm going to risk 5% of the account or 10% of the account. Don't do this. Okay? Professional traders all over the world, money managers, they risk 0.5%, 1%, 2%, right? Okay? Sometimes, alright, they risk 5%, but not beginner traders. Okay? So this is the lesson on equity management. If I don't have enough capital, then I need to, if I'm responsible, okay, I don't want to lose my account, then I'm going to say, okay, I don't have enough money to put my stop loss above in here. I'm going to put the stop loss above in here, and I'm going to risk 1%. Okay? But this is not bad news, because why? We have the second point to consider, okay, is the risk-reward ratio. So if my stop loss is up in here and this is my risk, I need to make, if I'm going to risk 1 Bitcoin, risk meaning being stopped out, losing, closed loss, realized loss. If I'm going to lose 1 Bitcoin, I want to make minimum 2 Bitcoins, right? If I'm going to lose 1 euro, I want to make 2 euros. If I'm going to lose $1, I want to make $2, right? If I'm going to lose 1%, I want to make minimum 2%. Right? So why is this good news? If the market is going to fall, and markets are predictable to a certain degree, with these three different stop loss levels, who is going to win first? Why is this important? Because many times, beginner traders, we have a winner, and this winner becomes what? Not every time, but sometimes, right? This is a challenge. I have a winner, I short the market in here, this is theory. I have a winner, and because I want to make twice my risk, sometimes my winner becomes a loser. Okay, happens every time. Welcome to the club. And this is why the distance, okay, we need to consider too. Oh, Passion, does distance guarantees anything? Great question. The answer is no, absolutely not. This is just an example with different entries, different equity management. We can still lose. And we have three different traders with different stop loss levels. All of them can lose. All of them can win too, right? Okay? what I'm trying to tell you, everybody, is that if you don't have big money, if you don't have enough capital in the account, don't despair. Okay? Maybe MHB is right, you know, maybe this is the best stop loss level, you know. Maybe the market is going to stop you out on the candlestick formation and then reverse. But, you know, look at the distance between your risk, between your stop loss and the take profit. And MHB is saying, boss, maybe I'm wrong, but only way to be profitable in the market, we have to go for 2.5 risk, otherwise very difficult to grow the account. Absolutely. Scalpers excluded. Scalpers can trade 1-for-1. You need to have a high percentage win rate. Scalpers can go 1-for-1. But otherwise, yes. 1 against 2, 1 against 2.5, 1 against 3. You know, the higher the number, the better. Okay? So let's see how this is going to play out. So, market's falling down, we are oh my gosh, it's going against me, you know, sideways, oh my gosh, against me, you know, sideways, and falling down, right? And sideways, I'm suffering, I'm a beginner trader, you know, we are still here, bam. What happened, right? So this is still the downtrend line, and we lost 1% in here on the candlestick formation, right? Trend line, if you left your stop loss in here, not yet, if you moved your stop loss with the trend line, you would have a loser too. And talking about the orange lines, so you would be still safe. Okay? This is the difference in equity management on different patterns. Okay, so let's see how it's going to happen. Going up, you know. So we have here another counter trend line break, right? Short-term trend. What is happening with the short-term trend? Going down, high to low, low to high. We need to see one more. Not this one, not this one, not this one. Okay, so we have one more here. Right? So this is the short-term trend, this is the orange line. There you go, transparency. So as you can see, everybody, if pattern candlestick formation would be a loser, downtrend line would be a loser, the orange line still safe, right? Oh, but now we are in an uptrend. Short term, yes sir. Short term, yes sir. So what we are going to do, we are going to draw an uptrend line like this. Passion, why are we shorting the market? Because the higher time frame, because of this, because the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. Okay, this is Aud USD monthly chart. And of course we don't know the future, but back in time this would be what is happening on the daily chart, you know, are those candles on the monthly chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is why we are shorting the market on the smaller time frame. Great question. Great question. Okay, so let's go long. Difficult question too. But we are in a short, right? We are shorting the market. One more, right? One more. Some of you are late to the party today. Why did we short the market? Because we had an uptrend line break here. See, everybody, this is one of the main reasons too. Okay. And also from the lessons, this is the lesson, you know, until we get timing right, the general bias, the general direction is not going to help. So the market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and we want to short the market. Oh, I want to go long. Well, you can do anything you want, right? I would be careful. Why? Because the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. Okay, so we need to speed up, everybody. Long story short, you know, if we would not manage the trade, all of those entries would be losers. Lost in here, you know, candlestick formation as a pattern would lose, the downtrend line as a pattern would lose, even the short-term trend would lose. If I would not manage the trade correctly, you know, loser, loser, loser. Okay. Oh, this happens to me. Well, welcome to the club. You know, orange line, right? So, and higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, higher highs, higher lows. So again, short-term trend, right? And we are seeing that the market, again, the market broke the uptrend line, right? And the market, so we don't have this downtrend line. The market broke our uptrend line in here. And the market, it's not making higher highs, higher lows anymore. Short-term trend. The market's not making higher highs, higher lows anymore. It's making lower lows, lower highs again, right? And let's say that here, you know, I was not confident, but now I can clearly see and I'm confident, right, that the market is going to fall. So, same story. Equity management, where are you going to put your stop loss? And what are the options again? You know, you can put your stop loss above the candlestick formation, somewhere in here. You know, clone, you can put your stop loss above the trend line, somewhere in here, right? Or you can put your stop loss clone above the short-term trend, which is quite near the trend line, right? And again, it's a choice, you know, it's a choice. Sometimes it's not a choice. Why? Maybe I don't have enough capital, right? Maybe I don't have enough capital to put my stop loss above the downtrend line, so I need to put my stop loss above the candlestick formation. So if I'm going to risk 1, I want to make 2, right? And maybe this is a different trader, you know, with the stop loss above the trend line, changing background color, and same story, I want to make 2 or 2.5, you know, or 3, whatever. Okay, so let's see how this is going to play out. The market was falling, you know, I'm happy, right? The market, it's moving up, falling, and then, you know, we lost 1, right? And with the proper risk-reward ratio and equity management, you know, we have a winner. So we are in the money. Candlestick formation traders, talking about a pattern, you know, talking about patterns. Candlestick formation traders, we are in profit. Now let's see about the short-term trend traders, you know, one more, and then in the money too. Okay, everybody, watch these lessons over and over and over again. Demo trade, and when you are entering the market, understand that you can enter in the same spot on different patterns. What are patterns? Trend lines, candlestick formations from the higher time frame, short-term trends, market wave. Okay? And don't forget, please send an email to support@dukascopy.com and ask the guys to put notifications on the JForex platform. Some of you send me an email, oh, why I'm not getting the notifications, okay? Send an email, and tell, dear Dukascopy, dear support, would you be so kind and put notifications for the webinar on the JForex platform again? Thank you very much. Kind regards. Okay. Okay, everybody, this is all for today. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with